okay, so we're a little late. But we're here. You know who else is a little late, though?
Oh,
By
God.
little, I mean more than a little.
She can't be that far along, though.
She said that she found she's known for about a month. So after she found out just after Mania, and she's due in December. So
it's so funny how like all this just happened. You already read everything, and I'm like, yeah, I just don't know very much about it.
I know, like everybody. Okay, guys, it's been a roller coaster of a day. So I read that she had something to announce, and I'm like, oh, she's pregnant. And then, like, I got to thinking about it. I'm like, you know what? Maybe she's not pregnant. Maybe, and this is what I'm thinking because, you know, me and my lofty goals as a woman, I'm like, maybe she's got a part in a movie and she has to go away because she's going to become a big Hollywood star like The Rock.
Well, that's what some people were saying, too.
Yeah, that's where I was going with that. I'm like, yeah, that's what's going to happen because you know what? I'm like, she's going to be a big star. And nope, guys. She pregnant.
Well, it makes sense because she tweeted last night, I haven't been on TV, not hurt. Can't wait to be there tomorrow. I'm like, that's weird. Why would she say that?
Well, yeah.
That's
and
strange.
Then I got to thinking, I'm like, you know, like the feminist part of me was like, you know what? I really shouldn't assume she's pregnant. Like, you know, that's a bad thing for me to do. Just to assume like instantly, oh, she's pregnant. Like, no, you know what? Maybe she's got this big role in a movie and she's going to go be like a big star. No, she's pregnant.
But good for her.
Good for her. She seems very happy.
Mm-hmm.
And
Asuka's happy.
Yeah, and then Seth looks...
That was very weird.
It was very strange.
Like, they didn't acknowledge him in it at all.
They did once. Like,
but I mean, like, everybody's celebrating, congratulating all this stuff. He's nowhere.
But then, like, in a backstage segment, like, Charlie's talking to Seth, and Rey Mysterio comes up. He's like, oh, hey, congratulations on becoming a father. And Seth just looks like...
But he was supposed to be like that because he lost to Drew, right?
Yeah, but now everybody's like, it's because he's going to have a baby. Everybody's like, oh, God, he's catatonic. And then the tweet that really got it, and I actually tweeted this, I said, Seth, you're in your 30s. You're not some 16-year-old boy who was just told your girlfriend's pregnant.
He was a mess. He looked a mess.
It was very strange. And then he snapped out of it and almost poked Ray's eye out.
Well, I still think he'll end up using them when the baby's born. If he's still got this Messiah thing going on, it'll be like, you know, this miraculous child.
Girl, I freaking remember when I said, oh my God, what if they make Becky Mary Magdalene? And everybody's like, they won't do that. And I'm like, blessed be the mythical child.
Gosh.
What if, like, Becky...
Well, she wasn't Mary Magdalene.
No. So Mary
Magdalene was the hooker.
Who's Joseph then? Is Charlotte Joseph?
I don't know, but Mary Magdalene was the hooker.
Well, she could be a hooker, too. We don't know.
But the whole point is she's supposed to be a virgin.
I don't think Becky's a virgin.
There's no virgin hookers that I know of. Be a very difficult life.
What if
I guess you could
technically a virgin?
I guess you could suck dick or something.
What if we're going the old Texas way and going, technically she's a virgin? Yeah. No.
Good for her.
Good for her, I guess.
Hi guys, it's Nikki, and we have moved to Anchor Podcast. Now, what we like about Anchor is Anchor gives us everything in one place, and it's free. You don't have to spend $15 a month on getting subpar service when you could get everything in one place for free. What I like about it too is you could actually get creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right in the app. Now, this doesn't change how your podcast is distributed. You can hear it everywhere, such as Spotify, Apple Podcast, Google Podcasts, and more. And it makes everything easy for monetization, even if you don't have a ton of listeners. So if you're interested, download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started.
Let's just say this was a really busy night.
It's true. A lot happened.
A lot happened. So Shayna has a comment about the baby, because let me tell you, everybody's pretty happy. Other than catatonic Seth, who is the father of said child. Everybody else really fucking happy. Shayna, on the other hand,
Keeping it real.
she's keeping it real. She's not a baby person at all.
Nope.
No. She said that the baby's a parasite and the baby's going to be a loser. Just look at its father.
She said Becky was so stupid.
She said Becky was so stupid to get pregnant at the height of her career. Now, the feminist part of me is like, you know, Shayna, I respect what you're saying. But then the other part of me that really loves kids is like, bitch, shut up.
I thought it was great.
It's an internal struggle for me. I think it's great. But then on the other hand, I'm like, wait, I want like 3 kids though, and I don't think they're parasites. So it's an internal struggle.
But this is Seth Rollins' baby.
That's true. You know, this baby, I really hope it takes after its mother.
Mm-hmm.
Or that Becky somehow cloned herself. Like Seth wasn't involved in the process and she just made it on her own.
Or maybe her and Charlotte can just raise the baby with Andrade.
Yeah. What if it's Andrade's? It comes out looking like Andrade. Or Charlotte comes out looking like Charlotte.
That would be very
And then we'd be like, huh. So she really is the man. Huh. Fascinating. I mean, think of all the fan fictions that are going to be written in the next couple days in the Char Lynch fandom.
That's true.
There's going to be so many.
So drama.
So much drama. And Charlotte has already congratulated her.
Yeah, with a picture of them in the ring, which I thought was stupid.
Well, maybe she thinks the same thing Shayna does. She
Mm.
just doesn't want to say it.
I doubt it. You know she wants Andrade's baby.
Oh, she does. That poor man probably has to sleep with a chastity belt on.
I think they're trying multiple times a day.
Either that or Andrade's like, not yet. And she's like, yes, yet. He's like, no. And she's like, yes.
She's like, what else do I have to do? I've accomplished everything.
She's like, I've done everything else. I have to keep the flare line going. You have a brother. I have to keep the flare line going. He's like, no.
Well, she hasn't done Money in the Bank yet. She hasn't won that yet.
That would be great, though. He's like, no.
I'm tired.
I'm tired. No, I have nothing to give you. You've taken it all. No. Give me. She's like, you have nothing? Give me a sandwich and a Gatorade at least. Come on, woman. And now that Becky's pregnant, you know true. She's going to be like, she's ramping it up.
That's true.
And somebody online said, you notice Becky wins everything. She beat Ronda to having a baby. And I was like, oh.
That's kind of mean.
That's kind of mean. That was really bad. Like, yikes. That's a take. But yeah, she's having a baby. And, yeah. The father is currently catatonic.
So strange.
It's very strange. You know what? Can he just do this the whole pregnancy? Just be like...
I don't want to stare at him the whole
His eyes are all just like, I've seen some shit.
Can he just get institutionalized for a little while or something?
Jen, he's like, I just found out where babies come out of. Honey, it's never going to look the same down there. The jig's up. She's going to get cellulite, stretch marks. The jig's up. You know where her boobs are now? They're not going to be there again. They're going to go down.
She's got small boobs, though, so she'll get big boobs for a while.
Yeah, and then they're going to go down and stay down.
But if they go back to being small, they won't be down that far.
Oh, but they'll still look down. Jesus. Watch, Seth's gonna put like a 10-pound baby in her.
God.
Yeah. That poor woman. Yeah. I, for one, hope Becky and baby put in writing that Seth is required to sign the birth certificate and not say it's immaculate conception or anything like that. Please.
I could totally see that being worked into this at some point.
Oh, yeah.
Really.
Like, here was my idea. I came up with this dramatic ass idea. So Seth is catatonic for months. And then Roman, father of 5. By the way, guys, he had a second set of twin boys. His wife, a fucking saint, had 2 sets of twin boys back to back. Gosh. Yeah. He's making twins left and right. Anyway, Roman is going to help him through fatherhood. But it's not going to work out so well because Seth's really just going to be like, I don't know what the fuck to do. What the fuck do I do? Like, he's going to act like, you know, those 16-year-old kids on 16 and pregnant who find out their girlfriend's pregnant and they're like, fuck, I really, you know, I want to stay by her side. But then another part of me is like, what the fuck did I do to myself? Yeah, it's going to be like that. Because he kind of looks like one of those baby daddies on 16 and pregnant right now. Just walking around, eyes
He's
all
kind
wide.
of a Ryan.
Yeah. Can they name the baby Bentley? But they have to say it like Bentley. They can't say Bentley.
Bentley.
Yeah. They have to say it that way. They can't.
That's
like,
how I say it. I say Bentley.
Yeah, but they have to say it that way.
Oh, well, it'll be easy for me. That's how I would say it anyway.
Yeah. I hope it's a girl. I really do hope it's a girl.
No Bentleys.
No Bentley. They can name it I don't know. Some other name.
That poor Ryan, man. He's fucked up.
Oh, he went to rehab though.
He did.
He did. And he's got like 2 more kids now. And they're actually really cute.
I just think he just knows he fucked up his whole life.
Oh, yeah. His new wife seems really nice, though.
She seems dumb.
But you know what? She was on... So, guys, I watch stuff on YouTube about trash TV because I have nothing else better to do with my time. And she did an interview on Without a Crystal Ball. And she seemed really cool.
But I just feel like...
I think they portray her as she's dumb.
Maybe. I just think he's always going to have something for Macy. Always.
Oh, yeah.
It's clear. It's obvious.
He knows he fucked that up.
Yeah.
Like, he knows. He's like, damn it, I messed up.
Like, if I was his wife, I would be like... I mean, obviously she doesn't want him, but it would still bother me. I'd still be like, eh.
Macy will always be the one that got away.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. It happens. You know, like...
She gave him plenty of chances, though.
Oh, yeah. Too many. Like, the shit that he put her through.
So mean to her. But the problem is he's one of those guys that just won't talk about their feelings. It just turns into an asshole.
Exactly.
Like, he cared about her, but he didn't act like it.
What if that's what they do with Seth? He's like, he won't talk about his feelings, and he's really scared he's going to be a dad, then they're going to have baby Bentley, and yeah.
So he's just a dick to her all the time, even though he cares.
Yeah.
Why
and everybody's going to hate him even more. Everybody's going to hate him even more because this baby, everybody's loving this baby already.
I don't understand why guys do that.
Because they're afraid to show their feelings. And then if they try to show their feelings, they run away.
But why are you going to be a dick to the person you're in love with? I don't understand.
Because they think, oh my God, I can't do this. I have to be a dick because I don't want anybody to know my true emotions.
It just makes no sense to me.
It makes zero sense, but like, that's why they do it, because they're like, they don't want to show that they have feelings and shit, and then you get knocked up, and then they're like,
but like you're hurting the person that you love by being a dick.
Well, they don't care,
but they love them, so they should care.
They should, but then they're like, I can't show them I have feelings because that's not manly.
Oh God.
See, this is kind of why I want boys, because I feel like I'd be a really good boy mom.
Well, if I had a boy and he acted like that, I'd be like,
oh no,
problem.
No, I would literally kick my son's ass. My son could be 6'3" and I'd kick his ass if he acted like that. Either that or I'd just be real cold. That's almost worse.
What then you're teaching him to be cold.
No, I'd be like,
that's what that
kid.
is. That is being cold. What they're doing is being cold when a guy acts.
And then you know what I say? Listen, kid, mama ain't playing that game.
Like,
I mean, here's the thing though, is like, it doesn't always turn out that way. Like, where if parents are like, oh, boys don't show feelings, like, it doesn't always turn out that way. Sometimes they're over emotional. My brother.
Over emotional.
I don't know. My brother's very over emotional.
I just think it's dumb if we take that whole situation that we're talking about with Teen Mom or whatever, like, if you have feelings for someone, why are you going to sit there and, like, push her away and push her away and push her away? But then you're pissed if she talks to somebody else. And you're pissed if she wants to be with somebody else because you love her. Well, you're not acting like it.
No.
Well, and then they're like, well, you should know. Oh.
Yes, because I'm a mind reader.
Because your actions are totally screaming it right now.
Yes. That's another thing. Actions speak louder than words.
Yep.
And that's very true. And that goes for both sexes, men and women.
Yeah. You can truly, truly love somebody, but if you don't act like it, they're not going to care.
No. And then you sit back once they walk away and you're just like, what the fuck did I do? All the shouldas and wouldas and couldas come out.
Don't be like that.
Yeah, don't be like that. If you love somebody, tell them. And tell them while they're still alive. Like, if it's like a grandparent or a mom or dad or like aunt, uncle, whatever, tell them while they're still alive.
It's not just tell them, act like it.
Yeah. Bring them flowers while they're alive, not when they're dead. Just saying. Anyway, that's enough of our inspirational topics for the day. We have something maybe not even more inspirational, but it's up there. Our girls are back.
I know. I was shocked.
I know. I was shocked too, but I'm so excited. And they're in red.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
And they're coming for those titles.
They're coming. And I, for one, am so happy. They should have had them tonight.
I was kind of surprised. Just they didn't. I was kind of surprised they didn't.
I know. They should have. Samoa Joe thought it was a title match.
Speaking of Joe, did you see his ponytail?
Yes.
I don't like it.
What's going on with that?
I don't know, but I don't like it.
I don't like it either. It was bad.
Say no.
And also, guys, Baron will now be on Raw next week because they have a brand-to-brand agreement.
Is it a title match?
No.
Oh.
But Drew says he wants to kick Baron's ass and give him a claymore through his face.
Because he's this sexy Scotsman.
Yeah, he's a sexy Scotsman. And then I'm like, oh, what's Jen going to do on this one? I'm like, daddy fight. Daddy fight. They're having it out, Jen. Go watch.
Oh, my gosh.
Do they need a referee? Because
I'm not breaking it up.
You're like, well, you know what would make this better? Baby oil. Oh, no.
I'll be the towel girl.
You're like, who needs... They're like, you have to pick a side. I'm not choosing a side.
No.
I'll just go back and forth. And I'll just be in the crowd going, take it off. Oh, wait, wrong kind of show. My bad. Whoopsie. I thought it was that kind of show.
It'd be good, that kind of show.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Start like making it rain.
But certain ones can't participate.
No, not everybody.
No.
We don't. Yeah, we're very choosy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, AJ was the only person in the world not to like the Undertaker documentary.
I haven't watched it.
Oh, it was very good. I enjoyed it. I was like, ooh, what I need next week now. I want it right now, and then it's next week. So, but yeah, AJ was the only one who didn't like it. I wonder why.
He was in it too.
He was in it. Bray was in it. That was a shocker. Like literally, I'm like, what are you doing here?
And Jericho, I saw.
Jericho was in it. Roman was in it a lot.
Yeah.
JR was in it. I'm like, and Bray just sounded really dorky, and I laughed. I was like, look at him. He didn't dye his hair then, and he was a little guy. Yeah. And then Alistair was wearing these very tight leather trunks and kicked Buddy Murphy's ass. While Seth chased Rey Mysterio down, who, once again, as we said earlier, he tried to blind.
Well, the good news is they're not dead.
They're not dead. Turns out, Baron, it was only attempted murder, not actual murder.
You still can go to jail for that.
Well, yeah, but, Baron got very lucky that there was a second roof on the other side, so they just landed on the second roof.
Speaking of
Money in the Bank. I have so many thoughts about that show. So I was right on one of the matches.
What?
I was hoping I was wrong, but I was right. They are making Bray the Human into kind of a pussy, and they're making the Fiend into an unstoppable killing machine.
I'm okay with it because Bray the Human is kind of a pussy.
He kind of is.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, come on. Dude, I'm like a foot smaller than you, and I could kick his ass. What are you doing? Jesus. Dude. I was like, you know what? I'm taking my nap. I'm going back to sleep because you know what? No. And then he trusts the motherfucker. That's the other thing. He trusts the motherfucker when he put the mask on, and I'm like, no. We don't trust him. I mean, we do trust him, but we don't trust him. What the fuck?
I don't know, but I'm over Braun. Over it.
Like,
there's no personality.
Literally, none. And I'm just like, okay. But why the fuck did he trust him? I don't know why he trusted him. Literally, I saw that and I was like, I'm taking a nap because that shit right there, no. No, ma'am, Pam. We don't trust him.
I mean,
you know what? It's obvious.
I don't know.
Human Bray has not been burnt. Bitch, you trust nobody in this game.
But he has.
I trust one person in this game, and that's the one I'm talking to right now.
But I'm saying, like, Bray has been burned. That's what caused all this.
Exactly. But he still trusts him. Again, I trust one person in this game, guys. It's the one I'm talking to. Everybody else, don't trust.
Don't get it.
Because you know what happens if you open up too much? You get burnt.
And then you turn into Ryan.
And then you turn into Ryan, who went to rehab for heroin about 4 times and then, has a second family. Oh, my brother asked me. He's like, hey, do you want, the orange version of the shirt I'm wearing right now? Where it has Bray, not the Fiend. He's like, do you want that one? It's on clearance and there's like extra 30%. I'm like, no. I don't. And he's like, why? I'm like, that guy's a pussy. And my brother's like, what? I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't relate to that guy. I relate to the other one.
Oh my goodness.
Sorry. Because you know what? He trusted that little guy, the big guy, too much. I wouldn't trust him. I mean, there's very few wrestlers I would trust in their character form. Very few.
Daniel Bryan.
I would trust Daniel Bryan. He is a very trustworthy man.
Uh-huh.
AJ. I trust AJ. You know why? Because I know he's slimy.
Yeah.
I know he's slimeball. It's not like he's acting nice to my face.
I guess that's true. Oh, well, he's a country boy. I guess I would trust him.
Yeah. You know what you're going to get.
It's true. Mustafa Ali, I would trust.
Oh, yeah. He was a police officer. He's got a child. Yeah, I trust him. He might be the hacker for all we know, which we still don't know who the hacker is.
True.
We don't know.
I trust Otis.
I would trust Otis. I would trust him with my firstborn. That is a man of the people. He's got Mandy. Somebody actually asked Mandy, so are you and Otis next? I'm like, okay. No, they're not next. No.
I still say if they end up together, it'll be the best thing ever.
If they did actually end up together and have a baby, I'd be like, oh my God. But I don't think it's going to happen. Yeah. But if it did, that would be the cutest thing in the world. Yeah. And speaking of Otis, he is our Mr. Money in the Bank.
By accident, but still.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Good.
But you know, he had made that statement that he was going to use it for the tag titles, but then on the commercial for SmackDown, they said he was going for the Universal title. So,
here's my thought process behind this. If he uses it for the tag titles, that shows he's a good friend. If he uses it against Braun, that shows he's smart. Because, no offense, Braun, you're not. So.
We shall see.
What if he gives it to Mandy? He hands it to her and he's like, baby, I love you. Here's your fucking briefcase. And then she cashes in on Braun. And wins.
She probably could.
She probably could. I could. You could probably.
Oh yeah, right.
You just trip them.
I could psychologically.
Oh yeah, you'd mind fuck them.
Yeah, I could do that.
And then you just see me with a barbed wire baseball bat going, you piece of shit.
Because let's be honest, he's not that bright. So.
No, I think anybody could.
Yeah.
It would be like, Braun, what dries as it stays wet? And he'd be like, hit him with the thing. It's a towel. 1, 2, 3. I'm the champion. It would be beautiful. And then they'd be like, you have to face Bray. And I'd be like, the Fiend or the guy? Because the guy would be easy. 1, 2, 3. Hey, look at that. Okay, 1, 2, 3. I win. I won. I'm the winner. I'll use my feminine wiles.
Oh, Lord.
Really, I'd just be like, I'll flash you. Just like, flash you. Like, I won. Yay. Who wants to go get White Claws?
Oh, good grief.
No. Now, Jen, if you had the case, would you give it to your best friend or significant other?
I think it would depend on the circumstances.
I wouldn't.
If it was something that they really, really had been screwed out of, or
oh yeah,
had worked really hard for and got fucked over, then maybe. Yeah. It would just depend on the situation. Like Mandy's not been screwed out of anything.
No.
Tucker's not been screwed out of anything.
Well, he might be.
Well,
he might be if Otis goes his own way.
But
I'm happy for Otis, though. I really thought AJ was going to get it.
I know.
And AJ had the case.
He sure did.
And then he didn't.
I liked how it was shot, though. It was shot very well.
It was shot very well, and it was funny.
Mm-hmm.
There were cameos. Vince with his hand sanitizer is a mood. Daniel Bryan and AJ putting the chairs back in.
That was funny.
And then they're like, "You were a coward in there. You told me to push the chairs back in."
I did, didn't I?
I did, didn't I? See, that's how you know AJ wouldn't screw you over. At least, like, he would know if he did. Because he's gentlemanly enough to go push the chairs back in.
I think you still want to get fired. I mean,
that southern part of him was like,
he's neat. He's neat and tidy.
That southern part of him was like, he heard his mama's voice and he's like, oh shit, I better push the chairs in. My mom will kick my ass.
That's true.
Yeah. That's what he heard in his mind. He's like, oh shit, we got to push those chairs in. And yeah, and then there was a food fight. And let me tell you, there was the biggest power move during that food fight. Shayna choked Rey Mysterio out.
Good for her.
I was like, look at her go.
And Asuka punched Baron.
Asuka punched Baron and then kicked him in the face. Good. I was like,
good for her.
Power move right there. Here's what I don't understand, though, is like they're both up there and Baron's like, no, you're not getting it. And she's like, yes, I am. Like, what? Baron, you have your own case, honey. You got your own. Like, she's not trying to take yours. Though it would have been a power move if she grabbed both.
Well, Baron broke that mirror in the very beginning, so he was doomed from the get-go.
Yeah, he broke the mirror.
Mm-hmm.
And then he just looks at it like, oh, fuck, I'm doomed. I broke the mirror. Yeah, that was... But believe me, it was more of an acid trip than the Funhouse was, I feel like.
It was like a fan fiction.
It was. It's like, okay, so you're going to sit down and you're going to write this story about the wrestlers doing Money in the Bank inside the building. And there was cameos.
Mm-hmm.
See, I feel like Mandy should have been in one of them.
She should have.
Like Mandy and Tucky.
That would have been cute.
Yeah. Like toweling his head and feed him a sandwich or something. Just like, you're doing great. Doing great, sweetie.
It'd be cute if she's like videoing it on her phone.
Thank you, next, bitch. I would have been like, yes. See, they're not like us, though. They don't know stuff like that. The writers, at least.
Carmella looked very good.
Oh my god, Mella. I first, I felt incredibly fat now. And then I'm like, I like her gear. But
well,
I could never.
Also, I've seen her in person. We've seen her in person.
Yeah.
And I've seen her boobs in person. And why do they always look like so different on TV? Like, they look
maybe
two times bigger.
She wears a different bra on TV than she...
But, like, that outfit she had on last night, there wasn't much room for, like, a real big push-up bra. But I'm like, your boobs don't look like that. Like, how? What do they do? Do they tape them? Like, I want to know.
Maybe they do.
I want to know how they do that.
Can we get the answer to that?
Yeah, because I've seen them. I mean, not that she has small boobs, but they don't look like that.
They're there.
They're there, but they don't look like that.
You're like, hello.
And there was no bra. There was not enough room in there for a bra that could do all that.
Maybe she wears like one of those backless, strapless ones.
Maybe. I want to know.
Like, you know, like our black ones we got with the tie in the middle, they make them backless and strapless. So maybe that's it.
Maybe.
I got one to wear in Tampa, and obviously I didn't get to wear it, so. Still better.
But
still better.
Know.
Oh, well, we'll wear it in LA. Anyway. Can we just talk about Bailey and Tamina?
Go ahead. Because I didn't watch it, so go ahead.
God. So, that match was not good.
Well, I'm not surprised.
And Bayley tried. Bayley, bless her heart, she was trying. And at one point, Tamina was just laying there, blown up. And Bayley threw water in her face.
Oh, well, that was nice.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds like a real winner. I can't wait to watch that.
Like, honestly, and guys, you know I like Bray, but that was like, Bray's match was one step above that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
See, all I watched was the Money in the Bank, so.
Braun was just like, whoa, the whole time, like, lumbering around, and I'm like, what are you doing?
He can't wrestle. I can tell you what he's doing.
And Bray was like Bayley in this situation. He's trying. The poor guy's trying. And I'm like, come on. Yeah. It was truly something. But it was one, Braun at least didn't get blown up and have to lay down. So that's why I gave it one step up. Bray didn't have to like throw water in his face to get him, back up. So, yeah.
Well, it sounds like I must see TV then.
The Bray and Braun match is kind of funny just to watch. Like, it's funny. Like, if you're watching it as a
funny,
parody.
like, in an uncomfortable way.
It's like knowing what you and I know, because we've watched Bray and Braun, like, since the beginning of the Wyatt family, is actually just kind of funny. Because you're like, okay. All right, then, sir. Sir, this is McDonald's. Take that somewhere else. Yeah. I was not a fan of it. The only part that I was like, oh my God, was when he put the mask on. But I knew, like, I'm like, Bray, don't trust him. Don't trust him. Oh, you trusted him. All right. I guess we're trusting him now, even though this isn't going to work. But all right, we're trusting him. That's, yeah. And then it happened, and I'm like, I told you not to trust him. I told you not to trust him. But okay. Sure. Yep. That's cool.
So, you think they're going to continue it or no?
I guess it's continuing. Why? Because there's nobody else on that show, I guess.
Otis.
Watch, they'll make Otis, they'll be like, Otis is cashing in on the tag team champions, The New Day. And I'll be like, that's not how this works. That's not how this works. Jesus. You know what? The tag match was pretty good. I enjoyed the tag match. But Drew and Seth, really good, actually. I mean, still the Money in the Bank match was like the best match of the night. But
that was like a movie.
Well, yeah, that's why I liked it. And I didn't have to hear the commentary team the whole time.
That's true.
That was really good, too. I didn't want to hear them. But Drew and Seth, very good match. Very good. The tag match?
Just so boring, though.
Oh, you know what, though? I should say, though. The worst match of the night actually wasn't Bayley and Tamina. It was the match that I just refused to say is a match, and that was R-Truth versus Bobby Lashley. That happened on the main show. But, Jeff Hardy and Cesaro, that was on the pre-show. Just letting you know, that was on the pre-show. But we're going to put R-Truth versus Bobby Lashley on the main show.
Was Jeff and Cesaro good or no?
It was very good. I enjoyed it. And then you got to that, and I was like,
well, how did that come about?
They just announced it, like, the day before.
Oh.
Just announced it. Why, I don't know.
So did Lashley dump Lana tonight?
Lana wasn't even there.
Oh, I thought I read
that. Yeah, Lana wasn't even there, honey.
Oh.
Yeah, no.
Well, then why did I see someone say something about how he finally dumped her? Like, did they?
Because she just stopped showing up.
Well,
she wasn't there last night either.
Wasn't she? Oh, wow.
Yeah, no. But then she commented on it, so I don't know what the fuck's going on with that. Who knows? I think people are just assuming it's over. I think. Yeah. But yeah, so that match, I feel like in my mind, I didn't mention it because in my mind, I don't think it needs to be mentioned. Like, it literally was just...
Well, what was the purpose?
I don't know. I mean, unless... The only thing I'm thinking is because now MVP is hanging out with Bobby Lashley now, I guess. But I didn't realize that till tonight. Yeah. And Shane Thorne was on TV. And let me tell you, he's looking good. I like him with the dark hair, though. Shane Thorne was looking good. But then they were in a match. Oh,
God.
What?
Trisha Paytas has her nipples out. Oh, they're so weird. But she's got them fixed funny in her bra where they actually look decent.
Oh.
It's a good angle. Is all
Usually they look really bad and just. Really
I know, but they look good right here.
I have
to
go look.
It's on her Twitter. It's like a GIF thing.
Why do I watch this shit?
But they look normal, but that's not what they really look like.
It's like fake.
It's like a really good angle. She probably did a little editing or something on it, like, 'cause she's got them like sitting just right where it looks normal, but they really don't look like that. 'Cause you know how her nipples are like non-existent.
Girl, people are saying Trisha might be pregnant.
From who? That Moses guy?
I don't. Oh, girl, they had to have drawn those on.
That does not look like her nipples at all.
No, that looks fake.
That's not her boobs. I'm sorry.
That's not her. She had to have drawn them on.
It's not. It doesn't look like them at all to me.
Somebody said, like, maybe they're tattooed on. Like, she went. You know how like cancer patients when they get.
Yeah.
Maybe she had them tattooed on.
I don't know.
And everybody said they look really unproportional to the size of her boobs.
Well, that's always been the case.
But they do look really unproportional. And why are they so up high?
Because she's got so much implants in there. It's stretched so much that it's like.
And then one of them looks saggy, and then the other one doesn't.
But like, those are not her nipples.
No. I'm confused. Somebody said it. Are you sure that's not Tana Mojino? And
that looks almost like makeup. Don't you think it looks kind of like makeup?
Which is why I kind of went the tattooed route. But now, did she draw them?
Someone said, why do her boobs actually look normal in this?
And then everybody put the secret out. Why are we paying for OnlyFans when the videos are on Pornhub? Which I finally watched one, and I'm traumatized.
I just don't understand. I don't.
Oh, apparently she blocked Moses.
She keeps posting stuff with him in it.
I know, but then they said, I think she blocked him, though. Oh, my God.
I just don't understand. That is not there. That's got to be makeup. It's got to be. Well, you want to bet she got her sister to do that.
Oh, that's just weird. I'm very confused.
That's not her.
Color me confused about that.
That's not her boob. This is not her nipples. I'm sorry. It's
like
not.
And another thing, they look too perfect.
Because she has those scars and stuff. Like, that's not her
like,
boob.
the scar goes all the way down.
Yeah.
Bitch, that ain't real.
No.
Nope. Like, not only that, but it looks too perfect. Like, if you look at your own nipples, you just look and you're like, Yeah, no.
That's not her. That's not
No.
her. It's not.
No.
She posts pictures with her nipples all the time. She has no areola.
There's
And on
zero
this-
areola. It's
And
just
on
like
this,
a nipple.
And on this, she has a big one. Like, that's not her boobs.
No.
I'm very confused.
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. Oh, No Way Jose did this really long tweet about like how happy he is for Becky. And then he goes, "Oh, and also congratulations, Seth Rollins."
Who did?
No Way Jose.
Oh.
I love it. He's like, "Congratulations, Becky. That's great." And then it's like, "Oh, and congratulations, Seth." Literally though, everybody I see is like, "Oh my god, Becky, congratulations. That's great." And then they're like 20% of people are like, "Oh, hey, congratulations, Seth." Yeah. Anyway, so then, yeah, as I was saying,
Ew. She's got more pictures with her asshole hanging out too. What is wrong with this woman?
I don't know. I was going into R-Truth and his very disturbing
I got
gimmick, but okay.
I got sucked into her Twitter. I'm sorry. Go
You
ahead.
got sucked into her asshole. That's what you did.
I could. I mean, it's huge.
Yeah. I mean, I think anybody could. You could drive a boat in there.
Park it. Dry dock it.
Giggle.
It's
The whole boat show's in there.
Oh my god.
But anyway, guys, R-Truth has this gimmick that he calls Pretty Ricky. And I guess he's been doing it on TikTok, because I do follow him on TikTok. But, usually I find him somewhat funny.
Right.
Like, I find him, I mean, he's got funny moments. This was not it, though. Like, this was kind of like, sorry, I was opening TikTok to find the video. It's kind of disturbing. Like,
what do you do? Because I didn't see
like,
it. So.
He calls her Pretty Ricky, and he puts in these, like, really, like, messed up, like, fake teeth. Like, they're all, like, you know those fake teeth you get in, like as a joke? Where they're all, like, messed up and brown. He, like, put those in his mouth, and then, like, crossed his eyes.
Yeah, that sounds kind of bad.
Yeah. And I'm like, and he was in a team with Ricochet and Cedric Alexander.
Well, that's even weirder.
And I was like, huh. And then MVP somehow is friends with Shane Thorne, who's really fucking hot, and the other guy. And then I'm like, huh?
What is happening?
Yeah, I don't know what's happening. And then Shane Thorne and the other guy and MVP won, I think. I was still just kind of mind-fucked by the teeth thing, because at one point he got kicked in the face and the teeth flew out of his mouth. And then Bobby Lashley comes down and speared R-Truth.
It's very strange.
I don't know what I watched. Like, something happened, and then the teeth came out, and then Byron said, "Oh my God, look, Pretty Ricky turned into R-Truth." And I'm like, huh?
What?
Yeah. I don't know what happened there. Like, I'm just like, you know, Raw, you were really good. Like, really good. And then you do this. And then I sit there and go, that's something. Like, is it like, oh shit, we can't be too perfect, so we gotta add this just to make everybody go, huh?
Makes sense.
Yeah, like, oh hey, we can't be too good. Let's add a what the fuck thing, so everybody's just like, I don't know what I just watched. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what I watched, guys. I haven't the slightest clue. But also, there was a basketball segment tonight. The the Viking War Machine, was in a basketball game with the Street Profits.
Well, that sounds weird.
But you know what? Here's the thing. It was one step above the R-Truth shit because it was actually funny. Like, there were some parts where I was like, that's funny. That's actually kind of funny. The R-Truth thing, it was just like a, huh? Like, what happened here? Also, why is Ricochet and Cedric Alexander in this? And Shane Thorne, you're hot and talented. Why are you here? I'm confused. Why is this happening? Ricochet, weren't you like against Will Ospreay like, you know, a few years ago and had like the best matches of like the millennium? What happened? I'm confused. Yeah, I'm confused. I don't know what's happening here. Don't ask me to explain it because I don't know. Yeah, you know, the Street Profits thing, I was at least like, that's funny. Yeah, you know, I was at least entertained.
Right.
Like, I knew, I could coherently be like,
you
hey,
knew what you were watching.
Yeah, I knew what I was watching. I knew what I was going to go into. And I was like, hey, I'm pleasantly surprised. This is actually funny. The other thing, I'm like, what did I just watch?
I'm gonna have to watch it and see.
Yeah. 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 But we did get to see Andrade and Drew.
We did. I saw that. That was good.
That was good. That was very good.
It's a lot of men and what?
It's a lot of man right there.
Yeah.
I'm just like, huh. Interesting. Fascinating. But yeah, it was weird. It was very weird. Yeah, it was just very strange to me. I didn't know what I was watching. And part of me wondered, like, so, like, what do I do here? Do you want me to laugh? Is this supposed to be serious? Like, what am I doing here?
I would think it was not supposed to be serious.
I would hope so. Because let me tell you, I was sitting there going, hey, that's, yeah. Well, anyway, going to SmackDown. Bray and Braun's segment was just kind of weird.
You know, I'm going to be honest. I don't watch SmackDown or Raw on the regular, and I don't think I watch SmackDown at all.
I watch SmackDown. I usually watch SmackDown just because SmackDown is usually, like, better. I think I will say SmackDown, for the most part, was good last week. It was good. But it was just very strange. Like, maybe it's the storyline that just was kind of strange to me. Like, I don't understand, because they have this, like, backstory, why they wouldn't have put the Fiend into it. Like John Cena.
Because if it's the Fiend's going to take the belt off of Braun, and they don't want to do that.
But obviously, I think that's where they're going with Backlash, though.
Maybe they wanted Braun to have one successful defense.
But just going, if this was an actual story, wouldn't the Fiend face Braun first because the Fiend and Braun have a history?
You would think.
You would think. Like, there's hurt there. Yeah. I don't know. And Braun, like, the whole promo, like, Braun just kind of stood there like, the... No offense to Braun, but he just kind of stood there like, the... And I'm like, I know you're more entertaining than this because I follow you on Instagram and you're actually kind of funny sometimes. So, Can we get a little liveliness?
No, he has no character.
A little bit
None.
upbeat.
No.
Can we give him something here? And then Bray's just carrying this segment, and you're just like, this is really uncomfortable. Because you have somebody with a lot of personality and somebody with no personality. So then it's just like, huh, this is weird. And then they're just fixated on, take the mask. No, I'm not going to take the mask. No, take the mask. No, I'm not going to take the mask. Really? Like, that's where you went with that?
Did Bray write that?
I don't think so. Like, he cut this really good promo, and then it went back to, take the mask. No, I'm not going to take the mask. And I'm like, who wrote the back and forth? Because the back and forth is what's killing me here. I'm like, okay, so you felt hurt by him because he left, but now you cut this promo about how hurt you were and how it's devastating and how he needs to come back, and then it comes back to, oh no, take the mask. No, I'm not taking the mask. No, really? Like, really? Apparently, that's how this works. I'm like, okay, they're yeah, all right. Like, it could have gone so much better. Like, there is a story there. That's the shitty part, is like, you have a story. It's like handed to you on a little platter, and it's like, hey, here's a story. Oh my god, you've taken a run with it. And they're like, you know what we should do? We should have it be just about the mask. When it's not about the fucking mask.
It's symbolism.
It is symbolism, but guess what? It's not about the mask. Like, I think they tried to go, like, too much symbolism. Like, they went above and beyond.
This is not Heart of Darkness.
Yeah, it's like, it's a fucking mask. Like, it's a fucking mask. Literally, Bray could throw it at him. Why is it this back and forth, like, people trying to split their belongings when they break up? Like, I don't get it. Just throw it at him. Just go in on him. Cut a fucking pipe bomb on him if you want to get that emotional here, but take the mask. No, I'm not going to take the mask. No, you take the mask. I'm not taking the mask. You take the mask. What? What is this? You gotta be joking me. What? Yeah.
Like kids fighting.
Yeah. It literally reminds me of, like, people who break up and they're trying to split their belongings, and they're like, oh no, you take our record player. No, I'm not going to take the record player. No, you take the record player. No, I'm not going to take it. Jesus Christ, just give it to Goodwill. I fucking can't. Like, oh, I can't. Like, yeah. It's like, no, come home. No, I'm not coming home. No, you come home. What are you, a 16-year-old girl, Braun? Really? Jesus. So Jeff and Sheamus had a match. Jeff won.
Good for Jeff.
Good for Jeff. I mean, I don't understand what Sheamus is saying, because he acts like just like a teenage girl in her period. He's like, are you talking about me? I'm like, Sheamus, they just said that you did something good. I don't know. You're talking about me? Yeah, they are. They said you did good up there, but okay, Sheamus. I am not respected. Well, yeah, I feel you're not respected, but you don't have to act like a teenage girl about it. Mandy and Sonya, they had a match, and it was actually pretty decent. And Mandy got an owie, and Otis was very concerned about it.
Aww.
Yes, very concerned about her owie. And the end of the main event of the show was Baron Corbin, because I'm not calling him a king, Shinsuke Nakamura and Cesaro versus Drew Gulak, Daniel Bryan, and Otis.
Oh, that's a clusterfuck.
Yes. Yeah. And Baron's team won. It was a total clusterfuck, though. Like,
It was a preview of Money in the Bank.
Yeah, but Money in the Bank I felt like was even more organized than this was.
It was an organized clusterfuck.
It was organized chaos for Sunday. The other one, not so much. Not so much. I'm just like, huh? I'm like, Bruce Pritchard, we need to talk. Because none of this is making sense. And then, speaking of Bruce Pritchard, he's in the Money in the Bank match as Brother Love. He comes out of the bathroom.
He was.
And then I'm like, did you wash your hands? And Paul Heyman was in it and got a face full of sandwiches.
Can we also talk about social distancing and how everybody was hugging all over pregnant Becky tonight?
Yes, that is not social distancing. She is a high risk factor now.
I know. I was like,
She's
why are you doing this? I mean, okay, do it, but don't put it on TV. Like, it's not a good look.
They should have made like a line where they're like 6 feet apart and
hand sanitizer.
Hand sanitizer. Yeah. And wearing masks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Literally, I saw that. I'm like, what are you doing? She's pregnant. Stop. She's pregnant, you idiots. I'm sure. You know what? Maybe that's why Seth was catatonic.
Maybe.
He's like, my wife just got hugged by 80,000 people, and she's pregnant, and we're in the middle of a pandemic.
We're going to be quarantined for life.
We're quarantined till this kid's like 12. So in non-WWE news, the Revival had their little Talk is Jericho thing, because I guess everybody who leaves goes on Talk is Jericho.
Yep.
Other than Gallows and Anderson, who apparently I believe it was July 12th, they are going to go on their own podcast and tell you exactly how they feel and how everything really was. I, for one, will be listening.
Well, I think we know how they feel.
Well, we know how they feel, but because today Carl said they re-signed and it was a mistake. I'm like, huh. So wait, this is just the teaser. Are you really going to go in on them? Because if you're really going in, I'm here to hear this.
I'm sure they will. But I feel like everybody just runs to Jericho just to bitch at this point.
I feel like Gallows and Anderson are going to air real grievances.
Yeah, but I just feel like most people are just bitching.
Well, the Revival really didn't bitch much. Like, there wasn't anything like everything that they've said is like things that people have genuinely said. And they just agree with it. So, the high points that made me laugh. Vince was surprised that they were that well spoken. After being in the company for 5 years. He's like, you're so well spoken. It's like, they've been here for 5 years, Vince. Like, would you think they were Braun just going around like, and then all of a sudden you're like, okay.
There for how long?
They've been there for 5 years.
Yeah, but how long has Braun been there?
5 years, I think. Okay. Yeah, they're like, did he think we're dumb? Like, they're like, we went to college. Just because we're Southern, we're not dumb. All right. That, the rumors where they asked for their release? Mm-hmm. And people were like, oh, did they? Didn't they? Well, apparently they did. And it took them 15 months to actually get the release. Because only in the WWE do you ask to quit your job, and it takes 15 months for them to let you leave. The night they asked for their release, it was when they went against Lucha House Party and won. But then, they wanted to tell them while they were winning, so they didn't think that they were just asking, because they lost a match. Because I guess that happens.
Makes sense.
They went in on the tag. They said they had a big issue with Braun winning at Mania 34 with the 10-year-old.
Huh.
As did we all.
Mm-hmm.
He said Braun's a good guy, and it's nothing to do with him personally. But the fact that he won with a fucking 10-year-old. Well, yeah, I agree. Revival. They told Vince and all of them that they want the tag team division to be better and have time. And at first, after this impassioned speech about tag team wrestling can draw people in, they were like, okay, well, we're going to let you go. We're going to release you. I'm like, oh, so they're not going to do anything. Okay. And apparently, the consensus is if you're two singles guys and you get into a team, you have a better chance than two people who are actually a team.
Well, I mean, I think we've seen that before.
Yes. But apparently everybody backstage knows this as well.
Yeah, I don't know why they wouldn't.
Yeah. The writing's on the wall. They were alluded to by somebody backstage. Everybody's saying it's Hunter, but somebody in a high-ranking position in the company told them that, don't worry, just stay tight. I'm going to take over. And all the decisions aren't going to go through one guy anymore. And apparently this person who was telling them this, Hunter, allegedly, really believed that Vince was going to go somewhere else. And he didn't. Yeah. Vince only wanted to push them once they become clowns. Yes, that was their next gimmick. It was going to be them as clowns. And the outfits consisted of lipstick, glow sticks, sashes, like a sash, capri pants, but not with tall boots, but with like short ankle boots.
That can't be true.
Oh no, there's the drawings. They were released by somebody in creative. That was the case. And they would have these oversized Flavor Flav like clocks on necklaces and bow ties.
Hey, yeah, I'd watch that.
And they said that they actually sat there and laughed hysterically in their faces. And then said, "You're doing this out of spite, right?" And then the next Wednesday, they got a call and said, "Hey, guess what? We're not going to have you on the road anymore. And we're not paying you." And you know what they said? All right. Yeah. Oh, and also they were offered way more than $750,000 a year to do this comedy act.
I mean, I don't know.
And Scott Dawson, a.k.a. Dax Harwood, said that he talked to his grandma about this. He said, "Grandma, what do I do?" And you know what she said?
What?
"How much money do you really need?" Okay. And, yeah. There was one line, though, that Jericho said that got me. You can't put a price on being happy.
That is true.
That is true. You can't. Also, they have not signed with anybody yet. But they've gotten a lot of offers, and they haven't signed. And they want to work with the Briscoes.
Aw.
And
That'd be good.
Yeah, it would be really good. But yeah, they said that all the tag teams would sit in the back and watch all these other companies doing stuff with their tag teams, and the tag teams were main eventing stuff and making money. And then they were like, wait, why are we the only company who doesn't do that? And I'm like, right?
I don't know. I feel like there are some very good tag team matches on WWE. I don't know. I'm getting kind of sick of the WWE bashing, to be honest.
I agree with them on the tag teams.
But I feel like there are some good tag matches. There's
good tag matches, but how short are they? And how much money are they bringing in? And how much time are the tag teams given? And do they actually have stories, or are they just good matches?
You know, at this point, if I was making as much money as them, I wouldn't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck.
I'm
You're
just
like,
being
where's Jen? You'd be like, where's my clock necklace? Let's do this.
I would.
And then they'd be like, you agreed? Oh, you're released now.
I agreed.
You know
for
what?
$1
Here's the
million.
best thing. The best thing is, either way, like, even if they hated it or loved it, I bet they would have been like, you know what? It either would have been, oh my God, they agreed to do it. We're releasing them. Or it's like, oh my God, they fucking hate it. They're gone.
For $1 million, I don't know.
I really just feel like they wanted to get rid of them, and then Vince was like, hey, let's make them do something stupid on the way out. And then when they said, okay, we'll do it, but that's fucking hilarious that you're going to make us do it, Vince is like, what? You're done. I feel like that's how the conversation went. But it made me laugh, though, because I'm just like, I can just picture this right now when they're just looking at him like, are you fucking serious right now? Really? Really? Okay, buddy. But apparently Bret Hart texted him the day they were released and said, good job for standing up for yourself. And I'm like, that sounds like a pitiful existence.
It does.
Yeah. Literally, I would just like, if I was in that situation, I would just go along and be like, really? That's what you want me to do? All right, I'll do it. That's fucking hilarious. They're like, what? That's fucking hilarious. Yeah,
Best
yeah.
idea you ever had.
The best time I ever had. 10 out of 10 would do it again. But you know what? Vince at that point would be like, she's too happy. We need to release her. She's too happy. She's gone. Oh, that one? Not happy? Nope, gone. You're supposed to just be content, not happy. Okay. Got it. I guess that's how you get by in the WWE. You just content. Not happy, not mad, just content. Yeah. Yeah. Oh boy.
I mean, I'd be happy with content.
Yeah, right? I'm like, right now, you just release me because I'm depressed. Can you bump me up to content? I'm okay with that.
I'll take it.
I'll put on those capri pants and wear a sash. Except it'll look like pants on me because I'm short and have short legs.
Just
yeah. I have no clue where this shit is gonna go. Like, no fucking clue. Like, what are they doing right now? Like, Becky's gone. Oh, Gallows. He put, hey, man, I hate snakes. With a snake emoji. He's throwing shade. You do you, buddy. You do you.
I'm about to pass out on you. Any other tidbits of... we need to talk about Del Rio.
Oh, God. Just when you think the wrestling...
It's getting worse. It's getting worse. They said it lasted 16 hours.
Yeah, it was a 16-hour sexual assault. With his dick and with items. In multiple orifices.
Oh, my God.
And he threatened to throw her kid into traffic if she cried about it.
Did he know her?
Yeah. They had been seeing each other. And then she said she was going to leave. And then he did that. If you haven't heard, which I don't know how you haven't heard because it's on TMZ too, Alberto Del Rio was arrested for alleged sexual assault. And if you read the details, you're going to want him to die.
Well, he probably will.
Good.
When they
put him in general population.
They probably will.
Good.
What state was it in?
Texas.
Oh, yeah, they'll get him.
Oh, yeah.
Southern boys don't play with that shit.
No. Like, even, I know a couple people who went to prison here. Just not for anything serious, but, for a year or two. And they don't fucking play.
Mm-mm.
If you threaten a kid or a woman, you're basically dead if they put you in general population.
Or at least ass raped.
Oh, you're gonna get ass raped. Big time. Your ass is gonna look like Trisha Paytas's.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. You're gonna drive a boat show in there.
The only problem is you won't be having a good time
No,
like she
you
does.
won't enjoy it. She enjoys it, you won't. She has lube, you won't.
No.
No. And then you'll probably get jumped in the shower. Don't
Mhm.
drop the soap either.
Mm.
And then I hope the cops go to your house, Alberto Del Rio, and find that cocaine stash that you had, when you were doing shit to Paige. I hope that's found.
Paige is lucky that didn't happen to her.
No, yeah. You know what? She's probably sitting there going, dodged a fucking bullet.
Mm-hmm.
She only was so mentally scarred that she almost killed herself, but okay. But hey, yeah, wrestling world, if you hire that motherfucker, yeah, it's not going to go over well. No.
He won't be getting out of, if it did happen, he won't be getting out of prison anytime soon anyway.
Oh no. But breaking news, and this has nothing to do with wrestling, Disney World and Disneyland are accepting reservations starting July 1st.
Aww.
We going. You know what that means?
I thought they weren't opening until next year.
They said you could go on the website right now and make reservations starting July 1st.
For next year?
For this year.
Or you have to wear a mask?
I don't know. It just came across my Twitter as of 14 minutes ago. It was posted.
Interesting.
All I gotta say is this bodes well for WrestleMania.
But the second wave's coming.
I feel like we're already in the second wave. I feel like it was here a lot longer than we thought. Also, guys, I know 2 people who had the antibody test who were sick in like January. You know, that whole sickness that was going down around in January where like everybody's like, oh my God, I can't breathe. And this is the sickest I've been in like forever. Everybody's like, oh my God, it's just the flu. Guess what? Not just the flu. So now their spouses and their kids have to get tested. Because their kids were sick too. Yeah. So we might already be in the second wave. We might have a third wave. But yeah. I really hope that this is right because I need my WrestleMania trip to happen. Just saying.
I'm not getting my hopes up. I'm not.
I need it to happen. I'm not getting my hopes up.
What happens between now and next year? Flu season.
I need it to happen.
I do too, but you know what happens?
I need it for my mental well-being.
Well, I know, but flu season.
You know what? You know what else is going to happen between
Maybe
now
you
and
should get your
WrestleMania?
hopes up for like Survivor Series or something.
Well, Survivor Series is during flu season too.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah. Then what?
I don't know.
Then what do I do? Am I never going to go again? Is that what we're trying to say?
Probably not in the next few years.
I'm going to be old and barren by the time I get to go to WrestleMania again.
Well, you're just going to go ahead and meet somebody and have some kids, and then we'll go. It'll be your break from your children.
That sounds stupid.
Well, I don't know what to tell you.
That sounds really stupid.
To have a week away from your kids?
No. To settle. I want to find
settling.
perfection.
It's not settling. I just said you're just going to have to go ahead and find your man. That's all I'm saying.
He ain't out there.
He ain't at WrestleMania.
He could be. He could be there.
You've seen the people. You've seen the people we see at WrestleMania.
There could be a diamond in the rough. Shut up. I don't want some loser. We'll be like,
oh my God, who's
wrestling?
Gonna be a loser?
Wrestling? Ew, that's stupid.
No, somebody that likes wrestling.
Or they'll look like a fucking. They'll look like a fucking foot.
Oh my God,
guys, I am. Okay, I have never said that I am not vain about myself or about anybody else.
But you want to have all these kids, and the clock's ticking.
Better save up to freeze my eggs.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's where we're at, guys.
I might do it too. Let's do it together.
Let's freeze our eggs. Yeah. And then if it doesn't work out, we'll just get sperm donors.
Huh, could do that.
Like, good ones. Where they have pictures in the books. Because you could lie. You could. Like, if I'm going for, like, a tall, athletic guy and it turns out looking like a foot, I'm going to be like, listen, I want my money back. Right? Right. Exactly. Plus, we're getting old, so we need to do it. I mean, Becky's having a baby.
How old is she?
I think she's... I mean, look, if she's younger than I am, I'm gonna fucking cry.
Probably is.
She's 33. She is 2 years older than me. So you know what? I got time. I got 2 years. She got pregnant real quick.
Yeah, but you gotta meet somebody. You don't go out and meet people.
Didn't.
You gotta go out and meet people.
You know what? She didn't start fucking sets till like a year ago. So you know what? I got 1 year. Find somebody.
If you won't date anyone.
No. I strive for perfection.
Okay, that's the problem right there. Nobody's perfect.
Plus, like, you could have babies till you're 43.
I know, but still. Don't you want to have some time with the guy first? Before you start having babies? No?
Yeah, it doesn't always have to be that way. You have time, like, after.
It's not the same.
You know, 40 to 80. Do that. 40 to 80. I mean, Nikki Bella's just now having a baby. And she just met that Artem guy not that long ago either. So you know what? That doesn't mean anything. Just saying. Just saying. Yes. That's how it works, guys. But yeah. So it'll work out, guys. We will figure it out. And I'd like to think a little more positively and know that I will be in LA in April. So I'm going to think positively for one thing in my life. Because everything else I'm a pessimist about. But this, we're thinking positive.
Sure.
Or we'll just freeze our eggs.
I don't think positive about anything anymore. That's part of my problem.
Well, yeah, but this is the one thing I'm thinking positive about. Because if I go there, then I'll at least be in a mentally good mind frame. Just saying.
That is true.
Yeah. Like, if I go there, then that will get the ball rolling because I'll be mentally in a better place. And then I can be happy with myself. And maybe, you know what else? I'll lose some weight because I ain't going to WrestleMania fat. So I'm going to start losing weight and doing better. So then, like, everything changes if WrestleMania happens.
But what if it doesn't happen? Then what?
And then I just stay fat and alone.
You can find men other places than WrestleMania. You can't
then still be mentally sad.
Oh, good Lord.
I'm just saying, for my mental well-being, you have to have it happen.
Well, start talking to everybody in this country then and tell them to stay inside. And that's not going to happen. So
I say you just, like, take those people and put them on a boat and then, like, put them on an island somewhere.
Well, I'm tired of staying inside, too. I'm sick of it.
Maybe that's part of my problem is I'm in the house and I fucking hate it.
That definitely could be part of the problem.
TikTok, you're pissing me off. Yeah. And I realized how old I look if I try to do a TikTok dance because I did it in the mirror first and I was like, oh, honey, no. Yeah. That happened. I was like, what the fuck are you doing? You're old. You can't do that dance. Girls half your age are doing that dance. You can't do that. And
yeah,
then I looked
in the
but I looked in the mirror and I'm like, oh no. Oh no, honey, don't do it. Honey, don't do it. Yeah. was one of those situations where you look in the mirror and you're just like, no, just no. Yeah, it was bad. It was just really bad. And then you realize, like, if you do it, then you have to, like, show how fat you've gotten since the quarantine. And then, you know, yay. Yay. I hate this. Can we just get the quarantine to end? But, like, you know, not, like, early, but, like, actually end and not have a, you know, just, like, come up with a vaccine. Because, like, if they had a vaccine, I'm, like, not a vaccine person for myself because, like, I fucking hate needles and shit, but I'd be, like, first in line.
You're not going to be anti-vaxxer, are you?
No, I'm vaccinating my kids.
Okay.
But, like, I've had too much shit go wrong with myself that, like, you know, I'm just like, do I actually need it? Just because I've had too much shit go wrong. Like, my arm swelled up to, like, twice the size and, like, bruised and shit. And I'm like, is this really, like, needed?
I think so.
Yeah. But this vaccine, I'm like, no, we're going. We're going to WrestleMania, so I'm getting the damn vaccine. Bitches. Oh, no, but my kids, they're getting all the vaccines.
Okay, good.
Oh, yeah. Fuck them. They're getting it. I don't care what you say. Yeah. But, yeah. So, I will say I did stumble into the crunchy side of parenting on TikTok.
Oh, God.
They're like, when you have a baby, you don't need to have a vitamin K shot. I'm like, say what? And then they're like, you don't need to put the ointment in their eyes. I'm like, okay, yeah, that's if you deliver vaginally, but still, like, I think you should. Like, I think you should.
My friend didn't. My friend didn't.
Well, it's up to you, but
like, there's this whole process of, like, what you do instead.
Yeah.
Like,
but this person's like, I just think you don't need it at all. You don't need anything. I'm like,
I can't remember. It's late and I can't remember, but there's stuff
there's a process. There's a whole thing you have to do instead.
Like delaying cutting the cord, I think.
Well, that I'm going to do.
Yeah.
That I'm doing. And then they said don't bathe the baby for like a week after it comes out of you. And I'm like, okay, I can understand like a day. Like a day I get, but a week? They're like, it's moisturizing for the skin. I'm like, no. I'm sorry, no, my baby ain't gonna look like a fucking, it got slapped with mayonnaise. I'm sorry, no.
Ew.
It's like dried on white shit. No, not happening. Yeah. But yeah, there is a whole process if you don't do that, right? There is. But this lady's like full on nothing. Like you don't have to put anything in their eyes. Nothing, Jen. Which I'm like, interesting. Fascinating. Yeah. I realized at that point I'm not as crunchy as I thought I was. But then again, I don't think I'll ever have to make that choice because my kids are like 90% going to be delivered by C-section. So I really won't ever have to make that choice. So, yay. Guess I'll never have to cross that bridge.
Yay.
Yay. But yeah, it's very strange. She's like, you don't need to do anything. Their eyes are perfectly fine. And you don't have to bathe them for a week. I'm like, okay, that does not seem right. Like a day. I'm thinking a day. A day's fine. A day's perfect. A week? I don't know about that. That seems a bit much. Yeah. And then she had to put a disclaimer on her channel that said, this is just educational. I'm not telling anybody what to do with their baby. I'm like, oh my God. Yeah. It's bad. But anyway, yeah, I stumbled into that and I don't know how I did because I was watching like this confessions of this lady who works at a strip club and she works on like the day shift.
Mhm.
And I was very into it. And then the next video was like, don't bathe your baby for a week after you have it. And I'm like, wait, how did I get here? I was watching the stripper. And somehow I landed there. And I'm like, huh.
Man, we have completely different suggested things in our TikTok.
Yeah, I was watching the stripper. And it was very interesting. And then, and then a lot of dogs came after that. And then
Yeah, I get a lot of dogs.
Yeah, a lot of dogs. But the stripper was very entertaining. And then somehow I landed in the pharmacy texts. Somehow they started coming up. And I'm like, that sounds like Jen.
That's weird.
Yeah, I'm like, how did I land into the pharmacy text? I was watching the stripper and then the crunchy mom and then the dogs. I don't get it.
Strange.
And I don't like anything with pharmacy having to do with it. So it just came up and I'm like, okay.
Huh.
And then there was a bunch of sob stories.
Like relationship stories?
I was beat by my boyfriend. I'm like, oh God. And then it was like, I lost my baby. I'm like, oh Jesus. Go back to the stripper. She was entertaining.
Yeah, I don't like all that sad stuff.
Yes. I'm like, how did I get here? And then our truth came up with those teeth. And I'm like, what?
This sounds like a good ending point to this story.
Yeah. Because I literally had a rant about those goddamn teeth. So if anybody can explain to me the teeth thing, please do it. Because I don't get it.
Someone probably knows.
Yeah. Also watch the bump because there was some drool-worthy moments if you're on the same, Nikki bandwidth of men. I was like, that's nice. And then it got ruined. So yeah. Yay. Anyway, that means we must bid you adieu because I'm gonna, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go do something. Probably edit this podcast. And then cry.
Why do you cry?
Because I'm bored.
Oh, okay.
I'm bored. Well, lucky you. Anyway, so guys, it was a crazy week this week.
A lot happened.
A lot happened. It was truly fascinating what happened. Maybe next week it won't be so bad. Or crazy. Or busy. And we could get back to our usual content where we're like, oh my God, his dick.
It's not all we talk about.
I said we could get back to that content, though, because we didn't have any of that content this week. We just talked about Trisha Paytas' asshole.
We talked about men and their issues.
Yeah, but that's not fun. That's just sad.
It's bitching.
That's just bitching about men. Yeah. So.
It's true, though.
It is. It's very true.
Don't do that, guys. Do not do that. If you're a man, do not do that. I don't care. If you're not going to show it, don't say it. Just don't. Because it's bullshit.
It is.
And then you're going to end up a Ryan in a rehab somewhere.
Because you got on heroin because you're so upset because you lost Macy and Bentley.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or you'll end up like Amber.
Oh, God.
Oh, God. That's a whole other story.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
She's trash.
She's trash. I heard the 911 call from when she tried to kill her husband with a machete. That was great. Not great in a good way, but great as in...
Well, she used to beat up Gary all the time.
She did. That poor man. I think she just goes after weak men.
Yeah, exactly. She emasculates men is what she
does. And then she's like, oh, what are you going to do about it, huh? What are you going to do? He's like, bitch, I'm calling. Yeah, you gonna hit a girl? You gonna hit a girl? And then she throws a shoe at him. It's like, bitch, I'm calling the cops. And then she's like, I don't know why he'd call the cops on me. I didn't do anything. That's great. It's great.
Machete.
Machete. A big old knife. And a shoe.
Lord.
Because, everybody has those giant ninja weapons in their house. That's That's just like a normal item that you just keep in the house.
She's nuts.
She's nuts.
Don't be an Amber or a Ryan.
Yeah. Don't do it. Just don't do it. Just I don't know. I don't know who you should be, but don't be those two.
A teen mom?
Be
I don't know. Like I would have a long time ago. I would have said Caitlyn and what's his face, but didn't one of them cheat on the other one or something?
They both cheated on each other.
Yeah.
And their kids' names are Veda and Novalee.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Novalee,
like from Where the Heart Is.
Yeah.
Novalee Nation.
Oh,
I love that movie so much.
It's a good movie.
It's a good movie. Like, oh, that's a good movie. I want a guy like Forney. He was a good man. He quit college for her. Yeah, Taylor maybe? Or the guy who Chelsea's with.
Oh yeah, he's nice.
Cole. Be like Cole. He's a good man.
He is a good man.
He's a good man. Don't be like yeah. I'm like, who are these people? Or don't be like Mackenzie's husband, the rodeo guy. Don't be like him either. He thought a rodeo was a real career, and then he ended up just cheating on every girl at the rodeo. God. So don't do that either. Yeah. Also, don't be a Duggar. Because that's just a whole other can of worms. Just seriously, just don't. A whole other can of worms there. So yeah, just say how you feel, and not be an asshole. Just the usual. Also, I might go watch Where the Heart Is now that we've talked about it. And she named her kid Americus. Come on. Seriously, I literally thought that was what they're going to name their baby. Like, when that baby wasn't born yet, they didn't name it Veda yet. I was like, they're going to name it Americus. Watch. It's going to be great. Then they're like, Veda. I'm like, missed opportunity. Missed opportunity. Like, I wouldn't name my kid Americus, but they should have. Americus Nation.
Lord.
Guys, if you have not seen Where the Heart Is, please go watch it. It's the biggest clusterfuck of a movie I've ever seen. But it's like heartwarming.
It's good.
It's good. It's heartwarming, but then like for like a while you're just like, huh? Like, what? Yeah. It's a lot. Anyway, guys, we're gonna go now. Again, maybe next week we'll have a little more time to be like, our hot mess selves. But this week we were just really busy. Obviously. There was a lot of stuff happening. And the pregnancy announcement alone was like, okay.
Who knows when she'll be back?
It's going to be like 2 years.
Yeah, at least. What if she decides not to?
She'll probably pull like a Mickey James. Come back for a little bit. Leave again.
What if she gets pregnant again?
Oh, she will. 18 months after that baby's born, she'll be knocked up again. She'll come back for like 4 months, and then she's like, guess what? I'm pregnant again. And then we'll be like, Becky, you just came back.
Sorry.
And she's like, sorry, pregnant again. Sethly and I are having all these babies, and then Sethly will leave. She's got two babies.
And they have to go to work together, and she's got 2 of his kids.
Oh God, girl, he'll quit. He'll be like, I'm going to AEW, and he'll take the good pillows and leave. And then we'll be like, I called it. He's gonna get on his bike. He's got a motorcycle in my mind. He's got a motorcycle with his 2 pillows, and he's just gonna drive off in the sunset. Go work for Cody. But everybody will hate him because he talks shit on Will Ospreay. That's how I see this.
Oh my goodness.
Or she'll find out that he's back with the Nazi girlfriend.
Yeah.
Which then he'll be like, I did not know she was a Nazi. And we'll be like, Seth, how did you not know? She got a fucking shrine in her house. Yikes. Did you go to a hotel? Like, did you never go to her house? Like, oh, God. Oh, God. Also, try not to have a week like Rey Mysterio. The guy got choked out by Shayna Baszler, thrown off a roof, and got stabbed in the eyeball. So try to have a better week than that.
Good point.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good place to end it, I think. Guys, again, we're everywhere this week just because this show was everywhere. So, all right, guys. We'll be back this weekend coming up talking about Smackdown and NXT. And yeah.
And probably more drama.
Probably more drama. And hey, if you really like us talking about Teen Mom, we can talk about Teen Mom more. And we could give. We're talking about starting a book club.
We are.
We were. You know, when Midnight Sun was announced, we were like, "Oh my God, we'll start a book club!" Yeah. I was going to have our first book be the Bella Twins book, but I still haven't got mine. So,
it's probably at Walmart, isn't it?
They don't have it in store.
Someone said they bought theirs in Walmart.
I checked they have where you can like check the stock of like Walmarts in your area, and they don't have it.
Let me check mine. What's it called again?
Let me look. Yeah, because now it's saying it's not going to be here till the 25th. And I ordered it in March, guys, by the way. It's Incomparable by Brie and Nikki Bella. Also, guys, that was going to be our part of our talk this week if I received the book, but I did not receive the book.
Yeah, not at my store either.
Yeah. People are saying they got it on Barnes & Noble really quick, and I'm like, do I just cancel it and get it on Barnes & Noble?
Maybe.
I don't know. I just want my book. Everybody's like, oh my God, I read it. And I'm like, I want to read it. I'm reading Jessica Simpson's book right now, though. Oh, it's good. It's really good. Yes, guys, I've taken up reading. Also, if you'd like us to talk about the Twilight movies, we could do that too.
Gosh, I feel like I'm betraying every decent relationship by going back to reading the new Twilight book. I'm doing it anyway.
But it's on Edward's point of view, so maybe we'll learn some stuff about men.
What? He has no emotions.
What man does? I'm sorry. What man does?
That's what I'm saying, though. I already know about men that have no emotions.
Watch, he's like, I have emotions, I just don't tell her. What the fuck?
Good, then tell me, and I'll take the other book, and I'll actually, I got rid of all my books, my Twilight books, but
I have
one.
Oh no, I have two. Because I hated the first two. But I like the first two movies. But then I really liked the last books, and I liked the last movies.
Oh, I hated Breaking Dawn. See, I was opposite.
I hated Breaking Dawn after. Like, you know how it was, part 1, part 2? I loved part 1, and then part 2, I was like, this is fucking stupid.
Well, see, I was a Jacob person. After
I wasn't. I was a
obviously, everybody is Edward for the first book.
No.
You have no other option.
No.
You know what I mean? Out of Edward and Jacob. And then
I picked Edward.
Once New Moon happened, I was like, no, I like Jacob better. Even though I knew he wasn't going to win.
It was funny.
I did not expect the imprinting on the baby and all that.
That was like... So wait, you did what now with a baby?
And you're saying that you really didn't care about her the whole time? It was all because of the baby?
Yeah. It's like, hey, Bella, I never cared about you. It's just because you were going to carry the baby who I would fall in love with. Like,
it's terrible.
What?
Like, what a way to fuck up young girls, man.
Like, honestly, that's why the book should have been about the 6 other characters who really fucking mattered, and that was Carlisle and Esme, Jasper and Alice, Rosalie and Emmett.
They at least had cool backstories.
Those are good stories.
Yeah.
Why am I hearing about this guy who's falling in love with Bella, who isn't special? She ain't special.
She's weird, and not in a good way.
No.
Not
She's
in
awkward.
not in an endearing way.
No, she's not like, oh, hi, I'm cute and awkward. No, she's like fucking awkward. And then like Jacob's like, oh my god, I love her. And then he's like, oh no, wait, I love her baby.
Then I'm like, but Jacob, you're too hot for her.
I'm like, what are you doing? Edward, you're also, I mean, you're not that hot, but you're hotter than she is.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. And then I look and I'm like, why are we not talking about the other hot people on the other side? Those
but you
are
know
the
what?
hot
That's why
people.
you just read the Vampire Diaries books, because at least they're better.
Yeah. But still, like, that always got me. I was like, wait. Everybody's like, oh my god, Edward's so hot. I'm like, but he's not.
No.
Emmett's hot. What are you talking about?
Robert Pattinson was a terrible choice.
You know what? I will say he's hotter now that he's not Edward.
He is, but he was a terrible choice.
You know who was a terrible choice? Kristen Stewart.
But she at least wasn't pretty. Like, she fit the...
She at least wasn't pretty. I love how they're
like, you know...
It made me laugh when I watched part 2 because they're like, Bella becomes beautiful. I'm like, I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it.
Girl, I never watched part 2.
Part 2.
Never watched, because I hated the book.
Clusterfuck.
I hated the book from the minute that it switched on. Like, I didn't even finish the book.
Girl.
So, no.
Oh my god. We'll have, next time you come here, you'll have to watch part 2 with me just so you can
I don't want to watch it. I don't care. I don't want to see it. No.
It's what the fuck. Like,
no.
Like, all I will say, there was like 2 redeeming parts in it. The end was actually really cute.
I don't
care.
The
end was
nasty,
adorable.
Gross. Ew. No.
Well, no. The end had nothing to do with the baby or, Jacob falling in love with the baby or anything like that. Like, the end was just really cute because it was like Bella. I'm just gonna spoiler alert if you haven't seen Breaking Down Part 2. I'm just gonna do it since Jen doesn't want to watch it. Bella learns to put her shield down and she shares her thoughts with Edward finally, and it was like their whole relationship and how she felt, and Edward was like, oh my god, and he's like, here's the start of forever, and I'm like, oh, that's cute. And then
nasty.
That
I
was
can't believe
cute.
you like that shit.
That part was cute. Then the second part that got me was Alice's vision. They actually showed what the vision was that she showed Arrow, and like it was like Jasper dying and Carlisle being beheaded, and I'm like, what the shit? I'm like, everybody's dying. And then it wasn't what it was. And I'm like, wait, what? And then they just left. And I'm like, so they just leave. Okay. That's nice. Okay.
Yeah, just do the Vampire Diaries. It's better. Ow.
Just watch it.
They have backstories too, and
like
like
matters,
history and shit, and it's just better.
I'm just gonna say right now, again, the book should have been about the 6 other people and not the 3 they did.
I'm gonna say right now, Edward Cullen versus Damon Salvatore. There is no contest.
There is no contest. Let's be real.
None.
And you know, if it's those 2 against Lestat, the Lestat's always gonna win. So
yeah, but Damon's pretty hot.
Stuart Townsend as Lestat? Come on.
But Damon's
little 12-year-old goth me was like, that's my man. I'm like, look at him go. He's got those teeth. He's gonna bite you. He doesn't sparkle. And
yeah, they don't.
He's got this certain hard rock, heavy metal sex appeal that those other 2 don't have.
Damon's mine.
That and he was rocking out to Marilyn Manson. And I was like, huh, I love that.
But see, Damon is just like all these other toxic men, though. He doesn't show his emotions.
Same with Lestat.
Seasons of that show, he was in love with Elena, and he acted like he hated her guts.
Yes. And she was with Stefan.
Yeah. But he acted like he hated her guts.
And let me tell you, compared, there is no competition. No. And then you come to find out that Ian Somerhalder got with Nikki Reed, who is Rosalie in Twilight. And they have kids.
True.
What the shit? Plus, come on, Rosalie was like...
She wasn't pretty enough. She wasn't pretty enough to be Rosalie, though. No offense to her. She's not. She's a pretty
character. The character of Rosalie was a bad bitch.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But still, he acted like he hated her for seasons. And then it was like, oh, no, I love you.
Yeah. And then, like, she's expected to just be like, oh, my God, I love you, too.
I know. Like, what?
Like, what the fuck? Again,
And
Lestat.
like he, you know what he would do? He would confess his feelings to her, and then he would compel her to forget that he said anything. He did that. He told her he loved her, and then he made her forget it.
And then he took it back.
Yep.
You know what? That happened on The Nanny, too. He told her he loved her, and he fucking took it back.
Some bullshit.
Edward did that, too.
But, like, why? Why? You're lying. You do love her.
You're a fucking liar.
Why are you taking it back? And why do you pretend like you hate someone for, like, 3 seasons? And then all of a sudden decide, oh, you're going to tell her that, no, I don't hate you. I've loved you this entire time. What the hell?
Leave my brother and be with me.
And she did.
And she did.
Mm-hmm. And she died for him.
I don't know.
And she got put in a coffin for years.
You know, that wouldn't be so bad. You know,
to be with him.
I love how I'm like, the coffin thing, that's kind of the least of her worries. You mean she slept in complete darkness for years inside of a coffin? Sign me up.
But she had to miss out on the life of her best friend. She had to trade lives. She had to be asleep the whole time her best friend was alive. And then when her best friend died, then she got to wake. Well, actually, she ended up waking up anyway. But the plan was she had to stay asleep the whole time her best friend was alive.
I wouldn't do that. So just know.
But she didn't end up having to. I can't remember what happened, but it didn't end up happening. She ended up getting to wake up. It's much better. It's still corny, but it's much better than Twilight.
Or you could watch the originals, like Jen does.
The originals is my favorite, but
I was gonna say the originals is your shit.
The originals was spun off of Vampire Diaries, so
yeah. Or you could just be like me and watch old school vampires like Lestat.
They're both on Netflix, the originals and Vampire Diaries, so.
I don't know where Queen of the Damned is, but I have it, so I just watch it. And Interview with the Vampire.
The originals I feel like is a good medium. Like, it's not like super dark and bloody and gory, but it's not corny love story like Vampire Diaries, and it's definitely not corny love story like Twilight.
Bitch, I would rewrite Twilight.
I would too. And you know what? She'd end up alone. Her ass would end up alone.
Edward would be like, you ain't worth it, honey.
Mm-mm.
Listen, I've been alive for 117 years. I don't need this shit. And then Jacob would be like, you're a terrible person.
Mm-hmm. You manipulated my feelings. You used me.
Yeah. And then she'd end up alone. And Edward would get like some like blonde, like sexy vampire. He'd be like, you're the love of my life. And she'd have to watch it.
Yeah. And Jacob find him some little sweet, nice girl.
Yeah.
That he can protect and take care of.
Yeah. Some very nice girl next door who loves him for everything he is.
Yep.
And then, like, the Cullens would have said, hey, Edward, Bella's a piece of shit. I don't think you should be with her. And he'd be like, yeah, you're right. Kind of like that.
Yep. And then she was such a shitty person to her dad, too.
Yeah. And her dad would be like, listen, you need to go home.
Yep.
Yeah. Like, I feel really bad for the way her dad got treated.
Oh, yeah, he got treated like shit.
You know what? If I did half that shit to my parents, they would have, like, they'd be like, you go. Just leave. We're done. No, not Bella. Also, like, I would have had more backstories because let me tell you, I wanted the fucking diner scene and I never got that. So I wanted that. And I wanted to see how Rosalie and Emmett, you know, he was all attacked by the bear and she saved him and they fell in love. I wanted to see that. But I didn't get to see that. No, I got to see stupid shit.
Anyway, this has gone on long enough.
Anyway, yeah, we might be starting a book club. So if you want to join our Midnight Sun book club where we sit and read it and go, what the fuck is this? Join us. And hey, who knows? Maybe next week we'll read some more fan fiction.
You know what we could do? We could read 50 Shades of Grey, which was, you know, fan fiction written about
based
Twilight.
on Twilight. Which, yeah, guys, this is how old I am. I read the original. on fanfiction.net. And I was like, this is actually better than Twilight.
It's still not good though.
It's not
I
good.
mean, I read it. I read all of the 50 Shades books and I liked them, but they're still trash.
Yeah, they're still trash. But then, like, I love how, like, after the books came out, all these, like, soccer moms were like, I'm spicy. I'm reading 50 Shades of Grey. And I'm like, no, you're not.
I have 50 Shades of Grey somewhere. I could read part of it. I have all of them somewhere.
Guys, I'll buy Jen Twilight from Goodwill and we can read Twilight.
I may have it, but I'm pretty sure I got rid of it.
I think I got rid of mine.
Or maybe I just got rid of Breaking Dawn. I know I got rid of
I
Breaking
have
Dawn.
Eclipse and Breaking Dawn. That's all I have. Because I hated Twilight and I hated New Moon.
How do you hate Twilight and New Moon and somehow end up reading the other two?
Because I hated the movies.
But
then it ruined the books.
What did you see first, the books or the movies?
The books. But then I watched the movies and it soured my opinion on the books.
So, but if you read Twilight and hated it, why'd you keep reading the rest of it?
Because I needed to see what happened.
Oh, okay.
I was like, I'm invested in this now. And let me tell you, everybody was like, oh my god, Team Edward, Team Jacob. And I was like, Team Emmett and Jasper. I was like, guess what? My team's better because they're in committed relationships and they talk about their feelings. Hey!
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm going to go through my books and see if I can find 50 Shades.
See, I was that third party person who was just like, I'm not with damaged men. Hey!
Honey, we're all with damaged men.
I know. But then I realized, oh my god, Jasper was very damaged.
He was.
He was. And Emmett was just a goober.
Mm.
Which, I like goobers. They're cute. And he talked about sex all the time.
So next week, hopefully I will have dug through my books. And
yeah. We might have a book club. We might read some more fan fiction. We might, maybe we'll,
I want to read 50 Shades now. I want to read parts of 50 Shades now.
Jen's going to read 50. You know what? If it's a hit, we'll put it on Patreon. It'll be like, Jen reads parts of 50 Shades.
See, I can be serious about that because I didn't have anything to do with it.
Yeah, guys.
I can be serious about that.
Jen's writing, I can't be serious about either because I helped with a lot of it. So then I'm like, like the Bray one, I could never read out loud. I'd be laughing the whole time. Same with that Dean Ambrose one. I'd be like, girl, no.
Yes, that was a good one. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Jen was like, yes. And I'm like, no. Not where I was going with that, but it's still good.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. So anyway, guys, we might start a book club. Maybe I'll have my book by next week with the Bellas.
Maybe.
And also listen to Talkin' Shop. Because I feel like they're going to spill some more tea here soon. And Gallows talked about sex last week, and it was hilarious. Talking about, like, how Carl's going to have a quarantine baby.
Probably.
Yeah. Yeah. It's great, guys. And you thought we were raunchy. They're raunchier than we were. They were. Like, it was like the same breath, like the same stuff we talked about, but they were worse than we were. So, you know what? There you go.
Huh.
Don't be embarrassed to listen to us. We are only raunchy sometimes.
That's true.
We are. And next week we might be, because who knows? Next week might be a slow week in wrestling since, you know, everybody got pregnant and shit this week. So, hey, like, you could get your favorite your favorite Hot Mess podcast back.
There you go.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, we're going to go. Jen's going to go see if she's got her 50 Shades of Grey and Twilight. And, yeah. So until next weekend, when hopefully we'll record on time. Bye.
Bye.